wanted to show you is something very special. And I never saw such a thing before, I have to say. Do you remember the story which is told in The Hobbit, when Gandalf tells Bilbo that he is not only a Baggins, he is also a Took, and that his grandfather or something was fighting the Battle of the Greenfields against the goblins, and he was such a tall hobbit that he could even ride a real horse, and he was using a big club or a big cudgel, and with one stroke he, cleaved off the head of the Goblin King and killed him with that. The battle was won, and I think Gandalf also tells a story that the head is flying into a rabbit hole, and at the same time the game of golf was invented. So you remember that story, you remember that, and this is it. This is the coolest and most brutal Blackthorn cudgel I had in my hand so far. I really love that thing. This really is worse of a famous Hobbit-leader who's cleaving off clean the head of the Goblin King. And in honor of Tolkien and the Hobbit, I call this thing the Bullroarer, okay? Because Bullroarer Took, he was the ancestor of Bilbo, or one of his ancestors, who was leading the hobbits into the Battle of the Greenfields. And therefore, thy name shall be Bullroarer. This is a monster Blackthorn Fighting Stick. This is the real deal. I saw this on the video and I thought this is an absolute must-have. As I said, it's Blackthorn. It's not a root ball, but it's a big knobby branch ball. It has lovely diameter for my hands, and it is fast and light enough to be used with one hand, okay, even with snapping cuts, but it is brutal enough to be swung with both hands, okay, and you can grab it just like you grab an eskrima stick and whirl it around. So you can do all sorts of techniques. From the length, you could even use this as a walking stick, if you're a little bit shorter, and you put something down here. However, as you can see, this also has a nice little bit of bigger knobby end here, and here the bark is off and produces like a handle. So this is like the original Irish baseball bat. This is really a Monk McGinnis Gangs of New York fighting stick. And this is something you would take into a faction fight when you want to smash and break bones, and when you like cudgels and sticks which are on the harder side, which are on the heavier side. What I particularly like about this one is it has all attributes of a short, heavy, club-like Irish cudgel, but at the same time it is long enough to be used as a good solid stick. So again, this is meant for fighting, not for walking, but you could use it. So yeah, this is really a beauty. It weighs 750 grams, so it's heavier, but not too heavy. The weight distributes all over the complete length. Of course, it is a little bit top heavier, as it should be, but it's not overly top heavy like an axe or something like this. But it is, yeah, as I said, it's hefty enough and still swift enough. I have to say, this is my favorite fighting stick, cudgel, club. This is really the, as Hendrik called it, the German barbarian baseball bat made of Blackthorn.